If you're watching our videos, then you surely knows what generative AI is. If you're watching our videos regularly, then maybe you already know what generative AI is and what Microsoft Copilot. But if you're the one who's watching our video first time, then my name is Maruti and I would like to welcome you to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining us. Today we are going to focus on how we can deal with generative AI using Microsoft Copilot. Now, as you can see, I have logged in into my copilot.microsoft.com and I have already associated my account with that. You can use copilot.microsoft.com without even sign in, but if you want to use some of the features of Copilot or you want to generate image kind of a functionality with that, then you have to sign in with your account. We are going to use Microsoft Copilot for generative AI with our natural language prompts. But before we do that thing, let me remind you that if you're not familiar with Copilot or if you're not familiar with generative AI, you should check out our videos where we are explaining what kind of Microsoft Copilots are available in this. So just make sure you go through that first, and then we are going to deal with this today. Also, I have a very good bonus announcement at the end of this particular video for you. So I just request you to stay tuned with me in this video. If you're going through this video, you will understand how we can use different prompts with Microsoft Copilot. And I have a very important bonus which is useful for you no matter which industry you belong. Even if you're a student or a business user, that bonus is something which you're going to love it. So stay tuned. Let me just now associate some particular prompts with my Copilot. So whenever I use Copilot, I always request everyone that you also try to use Copilot with a specific scenario. Maybe you want to generate a blog post, or maybe you just want a product review should be associated with your documentation, or maybe you're a content marketer who's generating some content for digital marketing. In my case, I am going to use Copilot for my upcoming travel, and that's the reason I'm going to take a help of Copilot, which can save my time as well as it can give me a brief descriptions about certain things which I'm going to do there. So let's get started with this. In my Copilot, the first thing which I'm going to put is I'm going to put a prompt where I'm saying that I'm planning the trip to Paris in September. Can you help me with that? I'm going to send the prompt and it's going to show me a response very soon. Yeah, it's showing me absolutely. Paris in September is a fantastic choice. The weather is usually mild and pleasant with temperature ranging from 15 to 25 degrees Celsius. Here are some of the tips and ideas to help you to plan your trip. So I ask a simple prompt. It has given me must-see attractions, events in September, packing tips, where to stay, dining recommendations, and some of the useful links. Now, it's all look fine. They have given me almost all the useful information inside that. But I want to create a conversation with Copilot, so I'm going to ask a few more questions. In my next prompt, I actually want to ask, where is a good location in Paris to stay? He's saying Paris has many wonderful neighborhoods, each with its own unique charm. Here are some of the best areas to consider for your stay, and it's showing me Les Marias, it's showing me Saint Germain. Now, all these are actually multiple locations which they have given me, 7 different options they have given me inside this. And at the end of this, we also have some kind of a Microsoft advertisement where they are actually advertising one of the website associated with that. I'm okay with this. I'm happy with the 7 different options which they have given, but I want to try one more prompt at the end of this. So I'm just saying, can you give me more information about dining options near the first location? So I am picking the first location, which is Les Marias, and then I am going to ask, give me more information about dining options. It's showing me that certainly Les Marias is a fantastic area for food lovers. Here are some of the top dining options you might enjoy. So it's giving me 5 different options inside that. And there are some other notable spots also they have given me here. Now, when they're giving me all these options, you can see that they are focusing on different cuisine styles. They are focusing on configuration of the different delicious dishes. So somewhere it is Italian, somewhere it is French. It's actually giving me a various options inside that, which sounds interesting. Now, at the end of this prompt, if I scroll down, they're also showing me some particular websites which I can refer when I want to book a particular restaurant. And they're also giving me a follow-up prompts at the end of this. Like maybe I can ask a follow-up question, what are the best vegetarian or vegan options? And maybe I can just ask this question and it's going to give me a response associated with that. Now, let's say I'm going to click one of the following prompt option with that. And the moment I do this, they're going to give me an options in that same area. So it's actually understanding my conversation, and it's just giving me a vegan restaurants in that same area which we have given earlier. It's giving me, I think, four different options for vegetarian and vegan restaurants. And yes, it's again having some of the more following prompts. Now this time I do not want to click on following prompt. I want to add one more prompt from my side. So I'm going to add based on the information at this particular link. So I'm actually giving a Wikipedia link. This is one of the page where I have recently researched on history of Paris. So I actually search about this. Now I'm asking to Copilot that based on the information which is available in this link, what were the key events in the city's history? And it's like I want to know more about this, and that's the reason I'm asking this question to Copilot. When I do this, it's showing me Paris has a rich and fascinating history. Here are some of the key events that have shaped the city. And then it's showing me, I think, 10, no, 9 different options which are there. So 9 different key events are actually highlighted here with the specific time span which is associated with that. And maybe I can maybe ask for a particular event also. Maybe I am interested in French Revolution, or maybe I'm interested in a Roman conquest. Now, in all these things, I can ask related questions also with that. Again, it's showing me the advertisement section here. And then maybe if I ask for a specific thing, they're giving me follow-up prompt at the end of this. It's giving me, can you elaborate on French Revolution's impact? So it's like maybe I can ask this kind of follow-up questions, and it's going to give me more details about that. In my case, I actually want to do different thing because it's actually able to remember my conversation, which I have done so far. I am going to ask a next prompt where I'm saying that what 3 places do you recommend I stay in Paris to be within walking distance to historical attractions? So my first question was for accommodation. My second question is actually for historical place, and now I'm combining both. And I'm looking for those places where historical attractions are maybe in nearby or it's in a walking distance kind of thing. Also, I am adding one statement here, explain your reasoning. Now, normally when you want, your large language models should give you a proper in-detail answer, sometimes with reasoning, sometimes with step-by-step process. At that time, you should click on this small tiny icon which is available at the right side. Instead of sending the prompt, I'm going to click on this icon which is showing me think deeper. This think deeper is one of the facility which is going to allow you to dig deeper into your LLM knowledge, which will actually take little more time. When you enable think deeper, the response can take up to 30 seconds. But this response is going to be more detailed with the step-by-step process associated with that. There is a mechanism of the prompt engineering which is known as chain of thought. When you do think deeper, is actually going to use chain of thought mechanism in that. You can see this is showing me a nice progress bar here, which is just showing me that I have to wait. This is working on it, and it can take up to 30 seconds. Once this timer is done, it's going to give me a response, and it's actually going to show me a much more in detail response this time. Yes, I got the response. It's showing me absolutely choosing the right place to stay in Paris can make your trip truly unforgettable. Here are 3 neighborhoods that will immerse you in history and place you within the walking distance of a major historic attraction. So it understood my prompt properly and is giving me the suggestion based on that. Again, the first priority is that particular area which we have given, which is Les Marias. And then after that, we have the options which are visible here, which is showing me which historical attractions are within the walking distance from that location. Same way for the second location and the third location. So they're actually giving me multiple locations, and it's also suggesting me the historical places nearby to that particular area. At the end of this, if you scroll down, it's also showing you reasoning associated with that. So this is actually giving you all the detailed answer with the reasoning, talking about convenience or atmosphere and other things. Now, this is actually a proper conversational response. At the end of this, it's also showing me a final thought, where it's saying that Paris is a city that's best experienced on foot. Wherever corner holds a piece of a history, by staying in one of these neighborhoods, you will not only be close to the major sites, but also become the part of the living tapestry of the city. Embrace the adventure, let curiously lead the way, and you'll create memories that last a lifetime. Enjoy every moment of your Persian journey, which is great. So this is actually showing me a very well versed answer. Maybe I can just copy this and I can add this in my trip. Now, After all this configuration, let me just turn off the think deeper right now. So I do not want a detailed answer now, but I want to add one more prompt inside this. So because I have decided my area of my staying location and accommodation, I have also decided some of the historical places which I can visit by just walking. I want to ask another question, which is, what are the top 10 sites to see in Paris? Answer with the numbered list in order of popularity so that I can maybe give a priority based on the popularity. I'm sending this prompt. This time, because Think Deeper is turned off, the answer is going to be much quicker. It's showing me, obviously, the first one and the most popular one is Eiffel Tower. So I should visit that, of course. Then we have Louvre Museum, which is obviously one of the most popular because of the painting Mona Lisa. And there are a couple of other popular attractions which they are showing me here. So they have actually given me 10 different attractions inside this. At the end of this is actually showing me again another advertisement, which is fine. You can ignore this right now. But this is actually what we can do with Microsoft Copilot. Now you can understand and observe one thing right now, that all these responses which we are getting right now is in the form of natural language text. So your prompt is also a natural language text, and the response which you're getting is also natural language text. Now let's say I want to generate some kind of an image. Is it possible that Copilot can generate an image for you? Answer is of course yes, but this is little tricky. Let me put a prompt which is like this. I'm saying that I want to publish a post on internet related to my upcoming travel, which obviously to Paris. Can you help me to generate an image with Eiffel Tower for this particular post? So I actually want to post about my upcoming travel and I want an Eiffel Tower on that image. Can you generate it for me? I'm just sending this prompt and let's see if Copilot is generating this similar kind of image or not. Remember guys, while the image is getting generated, this is a processing bar, and then while the progress is actually going on, there is a large language model associated with Microsoft Copilot, which is having a name DAL-E. This DAL-E is that particular model which is allowing you to generate images like this. So you can see I got an image of an Eiffel Tower. It's showing me your image is on its way. I hope it captures the essence of your upcoming Paris adventures. It's showing me an Eiffel Tower. A nice image is generated. I can download this image from this and I can use it on my social media post whenever I want. Now, if you are interested in generating this kind of a natural language text kind of outcomes, then Copilot is a perfect thing for that. And you can directly go to copilot.microsoft.com and you can use it. Suppose if you are interested in generating various images, I have one more link for you, which is designer.microsoft.com. As you can see, this website is having a name Designer. This is basically for designing and generating images. So you can actually generate image, and then if you're a designer, you can edit and customize those images also. I have logged into my designer.microsoft.com account. This is also freely available, but if you sign up, this is going to give you some AI credits, which will be used when you generate an image. More importantly, I hope you understand that generative AI is all about creating a proper prompt. Like when I was giving proper prompt in my Microsoft Copilot, it was generating a perfect answers based on that. Hey guys, sorry for interruption. My name is Maruti and I'm here to make a very important announcement. I hope you are liking our videos and you're doing a continuous learning with us on an Azure Cloud and AI related topics. If you are enjoying this thing, I'm going to announce skilltech.club, which is our upcoming website, which is going to be launched very soon. We are here to tell you one thing, that everyone who is a subscriber of this particular channel will get Azure Cloud and Azure AI related certification courses free of cost in skilltech.club. So you will be a part of the skilltech.club kind of a membership automatically free of cost. And everyone who's a subscriber of this particular channel will get those benefits which are available in that. So what are you waiting for? I request you to please subscribe to this channel and share it with your friends and families if they are also interested in Azure Cloud and AI learning. That's it from my side. Now you can carry on with your learning. Thank you. If you want to master the skill, understanding a prompt and providing a proper prompt is a very important thing. To understand this with example, just have a look at this particular page where you have some images. Like there is an image here. Now, if I just move my mouse on this image, I simply just hover over to this one, it's showing me that which prompt was used to generate this image. It's showing me that this is a 3D illustration with a low side view of a full cherry blossom tree depicting the shape of the brain. Now, if you see right now, this is a cherry blossom tree in the pink color, and then it's actually giving me a shape of the brain kind of a thing. So this is actually something which they have given in the prompt, and because of that, it's generating exactly what you have mentioned. Now, these words which you're using here, which is like the shape of the brain or a cherry blossom tree or a 3D illustration, these are very important terms for your prompt. Based on that only, you'll get a specific image with the accurate design. Let's see another one. In this, we are saying a professional, creative Vietnamese man with short black hair with a gray streaks. Now, if you see right now, the moment I move my mouse, it's showing me that this is exactly showing me a Vietnamese man. So I can actually understand from the details. Same way, if I scroll down and if we focus on some of the avatars which they have created here, like this old man which is generated here, if I move my mouse on this, it's saying that a portrait of an elderly man with an expressive face, large ears, and sunken cheeks, with a long curly gray mustache and wearing a brown and green striped bow tie. Now you can see all this information which we have given is actually taken care in the image generation. That's the reason I'm saying giving a proper prompt is very, very, very important thing. Now, right now, when we have all these images, you can actually try any of this one with your own customization. For example, let's say if I have this particular image, which is saying that a minimalistic abstract wallpaper, or maybe this one, which is saying a hyper-realistic photo of a serene empty mountain lake with a crystal clear water. So this is actually showing me that kind of a hyper-realistic photo. Now let me change and let me customize this particular prompt. So I'm going to click on the prompt. It will take me to the separate tab where I can generate image using this prompt which I have selected, and I will have an option to customize things inside that, like this. So instead of saying that mountain lake, let's say I'm going to say I want skyscrapers. So I want a scene with the skyscrapers on this, with not crystal clear water, with shining sun rays on top of it. So some sun rays should be there. Then I want this on a city street. So maybe the street and the road should be visible over a glass surface. So maybe it's going to show me some kind of a glass surface with blue and yellow reflections on that. Now, these are those words which I'm just changing inside the prompt. And then obviously I want the sky, but I want the skies clear and bright. So this is something which I have given here in the prompt. I've changed it with my customized words, and then I'm saying I want to generate this. Now, when I do this, this is going to generate 4 images for me. Microsoft Designer is going to generate 4 images for me with this particular prompt. And when you get this image, you will be able to choose one of the image from these 4 options, and then you can actually customize it. You can edit it. Let's wait for a few moments. Yes, I got my image which is generated here, and if I click on one of the image, let's say I'm clicking on this image, it's going to show me that this is my image which is generated. It has the glass view, the sun is also there, it's a hyper realistic image, and it's showing me some roads and tracks available on this. That's perfect. Now I like this image, so I can download it, and it's going to be directly downloaded into my computer. That is one way which is possible. The other thing is I can click on this edit option. When I click on the edit option, this will take me to another page where I can actually edit this image. So all the editing which you have done with your any editor tool or photo, you can actually do it here inside the designer. That's the reason the name of the tool is designer. So basically your Microsoft Copilot is for your natural language generation, and your designer.microsoft.com is for your image generation. Now, when I go into this one, you can see I can do things like removing background, blurring some particular part of this, or maybe I can apply multiple filters, or I can control the brightness, contrast kind of things on this particular image. I can do all the editing stuff which I want. That is something which is possible, but I'm not doing it right now. You can see I just reduce the contrast, or sorry, I reduce the brightness, and then it just worked like that. So this is how you can customize this thing with that. And this is how Microsoft Designer works. Now, That's it for this particular video. I hope you understood how you can use generative AI with Microsoft Copilot and Microsoft Designer kind of tools. These tools are free to use, so just try it with your any of the sign-in account, and I'm sure you're going to love it. Now, because I promise you that if you stay with me till the end of this video, if you're still with me, I first request you to please hit the like button if you like this video and subscribe to our channel. If you have not done this thing, trust me, we are going to create every week couple of new videos for you where you can learn AI and you can grow in your career. Now, this is the time for the bonus. As you can see here, this is one link which I'm going to share in the description of this particular video. So you will find this thing in the description of this video. This link is actually going to give you Copilot use cases. Now, there are many times people ask me this question that Maruti, I understood the basics of Microsoft Copilot, but in my work, how exactly I can use Copilot? Well, maybe you belongs to a particular job role, and this particular link is actually showing you use cases based on multiple job roles. So if I scroll down a little bit more in this official Microsoft Learn link, it's showing you first that you have executive use cases. Then if I scroll down, I have sales use cases. Maybe you belongs to sales and you want to see how you can use this in sales. They are showing you how you can use Copilot in Loop or Microsoft PowerPoint, or maybe you can use it in chat, or you can use it in Microsoft Word. Then if you scroll down, you're going to have something which is for IT use cases. The next one is for marketing use cases. Next is finance use case, then HR use case, then operations use case, and then challenge use case. Challenge use case is for some challenging behavior associated with that. Now, I'm sure those who are watching these videos, you may be student, you may be an HR working in an organization, you may be part of the operations department or finance department or maybe marketing. No matter where you belong, in your work, Microsoft Copilots are surely going to fit. And if you use it, it's surely going to save you a lot of time and it's going to help you a lot in many things. This generation of the content will be well versed with the large language models which are working in the background. So it's surely going to be amazing. These use cases are very important. I'm sure you're going to love this link and I'm sure you're going to use this in your work. Right now, if you are liking this particular link and if you like this video, I request you one last thing. Comment down which use case is actually matching with your work so that we can record more videos about that. So if you belongs to sales or marketing or HR or IT, you can just mention that in the comment of this particular video and I'll surely create a separate videos on how you can use AI and copilots with that particular role of your work. That's it from my side, guys. Thank you so much. This is your friend Maruti signing out. I'll see you tomorrow with another interesting video. Take care. God bless you.